What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we have two different topics to actually talk about today. The first one is going to be relating to a brand new Fallout x Fortnite collaboration weapon that just got unvaulted and put in the loot pool earlier today. We'll be trying to find it in this match and, trying to get some gameplay for you guys so you can see how it kind of affects other players, how much damage it does, and all that type of stuff. And then the other topic we have to talk about here actually relates to some investigative research that Nick30 did with his community recently. So if you're someone who has paid attention to how Fortnite's been recently, you know that when it comes to vehicles such as SUVs and even normal vehicles like the Whiplash over there, you can customize these. You can have your own decals and stuff. For example, right here you can see the decal I put on that one. If we get in here, we have the Lamborghini and everything else, right? But whenever you actually do this, depending on the car body, it usually changes up how everything looks. And because of this, there is an actual slight benefit or de-benefit depending on the vehicle you choose. So for example, if I shoot one bullet right here, you can see that it breaks the windshield. I could shoot up here and it actually goes through that area. Over here, for example, if I shoot at the very top, it doesn't break the windshield, but if I shoot right down below, you can see how it kind of like shoots it a little bit lower. It changes the hitbox of windshields based on where you actually shoot and based on how the vehicle model actually changes. And because of that, it makes it so if you purchase certain vehicles, or even if you use some of the free vehicles, there's a chance that your windshield is going to be in a slightly different position that actually either gives you an advantage or a disadvantage. This is because of the fact that right now, whenever you actually swap vehicles, the hitbox also slightly changes for the windows and everything else, when I think that that wasn't actually intended, and it was just something that, kind of got looked over until people such as Nick30 started finding that out with their community. But it has brought a lot of discussion over people saying, oh, so cars are pay to win. Oh, so this and that's pay to win or whatever else. And I do want to say this right now, that no, it doesn't mean that something is going to be pay to win, because there are currently free vehicles you can obtain, such as the normal Octane, which have their windshields in a certain way that actually make it a little bit harder for people to hit you. And there's some free vehicles and some paid vehicles that actually give you the same disadvantage, where it makes it a little bit easier to hit you. So it's not that it's a pay to win thing, it's not that it's a non-pay to win thing or anything else. It is a mixture of pay to win, pay to lose, free to win, and free to lose as well. But it is a odd little issue that Epic Games has officially stated to Kotaku they're looking into and they will be fixing in the near future. Most likely what I see them doing is they're going to be making it so that you're able to, whenever you change the model or whatever else, even if that windshield section changes, it's going to allow you to still have the same hitbox where you can hit the player through it and it'll crack the windshield. So it might be a little bit less realistic, but it'll be a little bit more accurate and a little bit more fair regardless of what you have enabled. So for example, right here, right, if we look straight upwards, you can kind of see when we're standing right here how the windshield has like the little legs of the seat or whatever. Then when we get in this car, if we go back up here, you can see that we have a lot more covered, right? So if I was to try shooting where the person sitting would actually be, it wouldn't break a windshield. It's just going to shoot the ceiling or whatever else. And if I try shooting right here, it breaks the windshield, but that also is right at the steering wheel, so it's a lot more of an advantage to use like a Lamborghini in the game, just because of the fact that it's harder to hit a normal player due to how it repositions everything else. But of course, Epic Games is looking into that. Now for the next part of the video, we still have to find this tri-beam rifle so I can kind of show it off to you guys and show how it actually plays. So give me a second to actually eliminate these bots over here. Maybe one of them can actually have it. Nope, none of the bots actually managed to have it, but that doesn't mean all hope is lost, because the brand new tri-beam laser rifle can be found in all normal loot pools. So you can find it as the floor loot, you can find it in chest, and you can even find it in supply drops, even though supply drops are something you can only really call in game. So I'm going to cut here and there until we actually manage to get it to drop from something, so I can go ahead and give you guys a demonstration on how it actually works and if it has any infinite ammo. Alright, I thought we weren't going to get it. I even summoned a supply drop over there to try getting it, but we have it right here. So here is the brand new tri-beam laser rifle. As you can see, when we inspect it, it's a remnant of the old tech brought back to the wasteland, bring down enemies with precise laser shots, but watch out for it to not overheat. Does a damage of 39, fire rate of 3, magazine size of 1 million, and a reload time of 2. Of course, the magazine size doesn't actually really matter, but it is something to kind of keep in mind, right? I guess if you want to know how much ammo the gun could technically hold in it, it's 1 million shots. But if we go ahead and shoot it real quickly here, you can see it shoots 3 separate shots. If we shoot a little bit further away, you can see how they don't really spread too far. It's still like a direct hit, and you have a little bit of a overcharge, heat meter right here that once it actually gets fully hit, just kind of decharges it, right? It doesn't break the gun or anything else like that, so you can continue having it overcharge or whatever with the fusion cell and not have to worry about a thing. But it is interesting to see this weapon get added to the game, so now we have to figure out how much damage this is going to actually do, because if it does 39 damage and it shoots 3 bullets that are all basically a 1-to-1 shot in the exact same position, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a super powerful weapon that, I want to get in every single game, because because it's just going to do like 90 to 100 damage every single shot we do. So let's see here, 39. Oh, okay, so it's just going to be like 39 each hit. So it's just kind of like a visual effect type of thing, right? It's not actually doing, you know, 39 for all 3 bullets. It is doing 39 per bullet, but it does look super sick as a weapon, and it definitely is packing quite a punch. I definitely think when we have a lot of weapons that do bullet drop and stuff, this weapon right here is going to be a favorite for a lot of people who prefer like hit scan weapons and everything else, because where you look and shoot, that is exactly where it hits. It's not going to drop down or anything like that. I mean, even if we try shooting far away, right, like that road right there, boom, it hit right on the road where I said it was going to hit, you know, right where I aimed, without any bullet drop off or anything. So I can see this being seen as like the water bending for this season, because if you guys remember last season, everyone kind of freaked out about water bending, because compared to weapons with bullet drop off, it was just kind of, you know, something that existed, and it was something that was just always hit scan right accurate on the person. And this is another collaboration weapon that works in a similar way, which is different from all the other weapons in the season that have that kind of system going in place, right? So we're going to go over here to where we see more bots shooting at, and we're going to just try doing some damage from higher up, you know, further away, to see how much we can actually effectively use this. So let's see here, boom, 39. Of course, my aim is somewhat garbage, you know, it doesn't have that much of a charge before it has to like overcharge itself, but at the same time, you know, if I'm able to be accurate here, can I get a headshot at all? I don't think I can get a headshot. Oh, there we go. 59 damage for a headshot, right? So 2 shots with this from any range, you know, if they're a headshot, is going to do 59, basically over 100 damage, 110-ish. And I definitely think it's a powerful gun to be using in game. And if you're someone like me who's just a fan of Fallout, you know, it's just fun to use in general, right? So let's go ahead, slide on down, get a little bit closer, see, you know, point blank range. Boom, we had 59 damage once again. If we just shoot, 39. So it is something where you have to be a little bit more accurate compared to water bending. It's not going to exactly, you know, fly to the enemy or anything like that, but at the same time, it is a different type of system compared to the more, you know, modern weapons we've seen in Chapter 5, so it makes it a little bit more interesting to actually use in the loot pool. And I'd love to hear in the comments down below, what do you actually think about the tri-beam laser rifle? How do you feel about it have infinite ammo? What do you think about the fact that, you know, the description makes it sound like if it overheats, it's going to like break or something? Do you think they could do a system in the future where if a weapon starts overheating, it like deteriorates over time, so it's really powerful at the start, but, you know, gets worse over time? I'm just curious what everyone thinks about this. But I know personally for me, I definitely think I'm going to be trying to find the tri-beam laser rifle every match I play, and just kind of going ham with it, right? Because 1, it's a Fallout weapon, I love Fallout, and 2, it is super cool to actually use. But until next time, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. We're going to kill some final bots, and then I'll see you guys next time with another upload. Where are they actually at? You know what, we'll just kill this bot right here. Peace out.